That was good. Great. I love Scottish accents. I think I'll go there. There's Daniel over there. Terry pretending, but Daniel hasn't. Anyway. Next we have up to the open mic a person who I've known for many years and truly a poetic icon in Canada and other places too. What are you laughing at, Terry? This is true. This is true. I'm telling you true stuff for Jane. Good God. I'm not making fun of people. I'm telling the truth. And when you hear her poetry, you'll realize that she's had many books of poetry. She's been part of the League of Canadian Poets for umpteen dozen years. I love her poetry. I love her. Bernice, please come to the stage.
From the heat source, and there's another one.
Yeah, I'm so blessed I get to see you twice in 1 week. Hear your poetry. I did an interview on radio once.
Thank you, Neil.
Well, I wanted to come look at
Know about the lighting in here, but we'll try. I mean, if I have real trouble, I'll go and get little eyeglasses.
It might be turned the other way, it might be a bit better for you.
Is it?
You want these?
Yeah. No?
It'll be fine. I just have to keep it far away. That's what they do when they give you cataracts. I think people here have heard me read my poem of unconditional love, and we've had a whole theme of that, and so I'm going to actually start with a political poem, and I'm hoping that Rachel Rose will include it in the volume of food in Vancouver that's coming out, a picture book. She was interested, and we took pictures of our little food bank on Bowen Island that is one of my pet projects that I help with, because in a small community you can have a really interesting food bank. Ours is in the entrance way as you go into the church, and the door's never locked. You can go 24/7 and you don't sign up. We think we only have about 10% of people using food that could manage, and we have a big deep freeze even for people make homemade soups and all kinds of interesting foods. And the people that grow foods need fresh fruit and vegetables, so it's much different than being under government regulations. So it may explain why I question the whole aspect of how does one bank food? Once we stored excess crops in root cellars or glass jars of canned veggies and fruits, or dried meats, or fish for family and friends for those long winters or burnt out dried summers. Now, some cities share food stuff free with those with cooking facilities and legal papers to collect handouts weekly. Or homeless souls line up daily for soup and a bun or crackers, sometimes even a nightly indoor bed. Now food banks plague my conscience. Who earns the handling fees? Who chooses supplies to follow Canada's food rules? Who gets charity tax deductions? Who knows taste buds of new Canadians? Who believes they are the solution, a necessary tradition, like any other bank? Food banks are a growing infection. If half the hungry stomachs are children, too young to access a food bank, who meets their growing needs as parents put their addictions first? When food banks suffer late deposits or overdrawn accounts, Who offers investment funds for no return on their dollars? Got any food to bag today? Any good deeds to record just to balance some deficits in your conscience to your daily or weekly life of excesses, daily or weekly life of excesses. Who now is using lawns to grow crops, or learning hydroponics for balconies, for fresh food for the hungry colonies who keep growing? In their poor health, does the food bank have menus? Who donates larger buildings for bigger and better food banks? Who? So I have no idea whether it's going to be included, but we sent pictures of the person who started it back in the 90s with her own homemade bread and soups. So, now for a total change. World politics. I was thinking yesterday when poor Donnie T was crying that the ladies had a bigger parade than he did. And I thought, who's going to spare us? National leaders who get elected, but somehow their emotional growth was still stunted, like a 4-year-old who has temper tantrums and want to fling around and break everything. And I've called this kettle drum mouth. So irritating, his loud bangs are echoing across borders into Canada and Mexico, across oceans, multiplied by global satellites, constantly amazing millions in 100+ countries who don't dig American slang or grasp the USA political dance of billionaires by their tax refunds as their temper tantrums candidate ensures no helping hand to any worldwide refugees. Daily thumps thrive on every evening news station until many believe that the worst noise has something of value, all worth hearing hourly to his inoculation of fear. His anger-infused face, spitting and screaming and hate of any others, not only his eyes glow, but his fat torso shakes from his violent fist thrusts into the campaign air. False idols are a dime a dozen when fear reigns. Thank you.